So yesterday I had a customer come into the shop that I work at, Wildcat Guitars, and in conversation he mentioned to me that he owns about 100 guitars. And that started me thinking, is it possible to have too many guitars? I really do believe it's possible to have too many guitars to play because let's be honest, if you own 100 guitars, there's probably a large portion of that collection that is in the case and hasn't seen the light of day for a long time, years, maybe decades, because none of us have the time to take and play 100 guitars in regular rotation. It's not a thing. And truthfully, we all have the ones we gravitate towards most of the time anyway, our favorites. And you can't have 100 favorites. I mean, okay, maybe you can, but not likely. So, how many guitars is too many guitars? What is a reasonable number of guitars in your mind? And I'm coming at this from a player's perspective, not a collector. If you collect vintage guitars, or if you collect, we've all seen the guy that displays, or the girl, I'm not, it could be either, that's displaying their collection of Les Pauls. I have 25 Les Pauls, or, their Strats. Oh, I got, 15 Strats. And that's cool. If that's your thing, far be it from me to tell you what you ought to do, enjoy, how you should spend your money. That's totally cool. But from the player's perspective, guys, I'm looking at it like from my own perspective. I'm primarily a gigging musician. So how many guitars do I need to do that? And if you're a player, how many guitars do you need to get the job done? There are some guys who are like, well, I need like 8 or 10 guitars because they're all really different and I need these different sounds. And that's cool. If that's you, makes sense. And then there's the flip side of that where a guy might say, oh, all I need is a good Telecaster and I can get it all done. And for him, that's true too. And I think the majority of us probably fall somewhere in the middle there. For me, I need about 3 guitars. Um, Mostly, I primarily play country right now, so I have 2 great Telecasters, and I have a 335 that I use for some things, and that really gets the job done for me. I also have an HSS Novo Idris, which is like a boutique Strat style guitar, which I do use from time to time as well, and a baritone, which doesn't see a lot of action, but again, that's a specialty thing, and I think that's different. You could have a 12 string or a baritone or a tenor or something where you're like, I don't use it all the time, but when I need it, I have it, and that's cool. That's a tool that you use, a specialty kind of thing. So for you, what is the right number of guitars? How many would you say, that's just too many? You could never really use that many. Um, I'm curious what you guys think about all this. So comment below and let me know where you stand on all of this. And before I finish, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, perfect time to do it is right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's talk about it in the comments below.